All right, mates, get ready, because today we're heading to one of the tiniest countries in the world. But trust me, it's one of the most dazzling too. Welcome to Monaco, a pocket-sized paradise on the French Riviera that's got glitz, glam, and good vibes written all over it. Even though it's smaller than most suburbs back home, Monaco packs in more excitement than you could imagine. From grand casinos to flashy cars, stunning marinas, and cliffside views that'll knock your socks off, this place is like stepping straight into a movie. Now, the heart of Monaco has to be Monte Carlo. If you've ever pictured luxury at its finest, this is where it comes alive. Monte Carlo is home to the world-famous Casino de Monte Carlo, and it's not just about gambling. The building itself looks like a palace with grand halls, marble columns, and chandeliers that sparkle brighter than the diamonds worn by the high rollers inside. Even if you don't fancy a spin of the roulette wheel, just walking through the area feels like being part of a James Bond film. Outside the casino, you'll see Lamborghinis and Ferraris lined up like it's a car show, and the people watching here is unreal. Celebrities, royals, and jet-setters are everywhere, and it's easy to get swept up in the glamour. But Monaco isn't just about flashing your wallet, it's also about natural beauty. Head up to Monacoville, also called Les Rochers, which means the rock. This is the old town, perched high above the Mediterranean with views that stretch forever. Walking through its narrow streets feels like stepping back in time, with colourful houses, tiny cafes, and cobblestone lanes. The star attraction here is the Prince's Palace, home to the ruling Grimaldi family. If you time it right, you can catch the changing of the guard, which adds a proper royal touch to the experience. The Palace Square also gives you one of the best lookouts in the entire country, with sweeping views of the harbour and the glittering sea beyond. Speaking of harbours, Port Hercules is a sight you won't forget. This is where mega yachts worth hundreds of millions of dollars are docked, and honestly, they look more like floating palaces than boats. Walking along the marina, you'll spot yachts with helipads, swimming pools, and even miniature submarines. It's not just about the boats though. The port is surrounded by buzzing cafes and restaurants where you can sit back with a drink and soak up the views. At night, the whole place lights up and the vibe is just magical. Now, if you're into racing, Monaco is basically a dream come true. Every year, the streets of Monte Carlo transform into the famous Monaco Grand Prix track, one of the most legendary races in Formula One. Even if you're not visiting during race time, you can still walk the circuit. Imagine strolling past hairpin bends and straights where some of the greatest drivers in history have sped past. It's wild to think that ordinary roads turn into one of the world's most challenging tracks. For racing fans, this is the holy grail. For a more peaceful vibe, you've got the Oceanographic Museum, a massive aquarium and research centre built right into the cliffs. It's been around for more than a century, and inside you'll find everything from colourful coral reefs to sharks gliding through huge tanks. The building itself looks like it's clinging onto the rocks above the sea, and the views from here are unbeatable. It's a fantastic spot for families and anyone who loves learning about the ocean. Monaco also has some surprising pockets of nature, like the exotic garden. Perched high above the city, it's filled with rare plants, especially cactus and succulents from all around the world. The pathways lead you to viewpoints where the whole country stretches out below, with the blue of the Mediterranean meeting the horizon. There's even a prehistoric cave here with guided tours that take you deep underground, showing off stalactites and stalagmites formed thousands of years ago. It's a side of Monaco most people don't expect, but it's absolutely worth the trip. Of course, we can't talk about Monaco without mentioning Larvotto Beach. Now, it's not the biggest beach you'll ever see, but it's got that Riviera charm in spades. The sand is soft, the water is crystal clear, and it's the perfect spot to cool off on a hot day. Locals and tourists alike come here to relax, swim, or grab a spot at one of the nearby cafes. In summer, it can get pretty lively with beach parties and water sports. It's a great way to slow down and soak in that Mediterranean sunshine after exploring the busier parts of the city. Monaco may be small, but its food scene is massive. The mix of French and Italian influences means you'll be feasting on everything from fresh seafood to handmade pasta. The markets are full of colourful produce, local cheeses, and baked goods that smell heavenly. Even if fine dining isn't your thing, you'll still find plenty of cosy spots serving up tasty, simple meals that give you a real taste of the Riviera lifestyle. And finally, don't miss the Monaco nightlife. Monte Carlo especially comes alive once the sun goes down. Chic bars, rooftop lounges, and dance clubs keep the energy going until the early hours. Whether you're after a quiet drink with a view or a night of dancing, there's something here for everyone. The mix of locals, tourists, and international jet-setters makes for an atmosphere that's hard to beat. So there you have it. Monaco may be the second smallest country in the world, but it's jam-packed with experiences that'll leave you buzzing. From royal palaces and glamorous casinos to cliffside gardens and sunny beaches, every corner feels like it belongs in a travel magazine. It's the kind of place where luxury and beauty collide, and even if you're only here for a short visit, the memories will stick with you forever.